What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to be doing another project on my truck. So it has to do with those reverse lights that I put on my bumper a while back, and I still have yet to wire up, just really because it's A, been freaking cold, and B, I just really didn't want to mess with the wires. But today I finally got all the stuff that I need to put the lights in, and I'm going to go through what I feel like is the best way to wire these things in. A lot of people put a switch in the dash or they hook them up to their reverse lights, but I'm going to show you how to do both, and also where I'm going to put the switch to make it a little bit easier whenever you want to switch it from being hooked into your reverse lights to being able to turn it off and on with a switch. So we picked up some 18 gauge wire. So I got red, black, and white, and the reason I have two different colors is because I actually, with these lights, there's actually a turn signal in the center of them, a yellow turn signal that I'm not going to wire up today, but I will in the future. The main thing I want to do is just get the reverse lights hooked up. But I've got some butt connectors that are also, they got heat shrink wrapped around them. So you just clamp them and then heat shrink them, so that'll keep all the water out of the stuff. Fuses, a fuse for running power straight from the battery. I got some connectors to hook the lights together, some other heat shrink, some conduit here, and just other wiring stuff. And the switch. So this is, whoop, I guess it fell out of the box. So this is the switch. So the way I'm actually going to wire this thing up, if you look at it, it shows the 12 volt connection, the supply volt, on accessory, and on accessory. So you can use an on-off on switch like this to power two different devices with one supply source if you wanted to, but since we're actually running one supply source with two different power sources, we're going to wire it backwards from what it says. So you can take these switches, just remember that it doesn't matter. The current's going to flow through the switch both ways. You don't have to do it exactly the way that it says. As long as you have this center pin, the supply volts is going to the lights, then our accessory wires can be completely different. So I'm going to show you guys how to wire that up, and we'll be able to switch it. So whenever you flip it one way, it's going to be wired into our reverse lights. When you flip it the other way, it's going to be the on-off straight from the battery. So that'll be pretty sweet. But that's all the stuff you're going to need. Also some, let's see where they at here. If I know where all my tools are. Aha, there they are. Wire strippers. Definitely need those. So that's everything we need for the install, and we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, so I just removed the light, and it's pretty easy. It's just these 4 bolts go right through the holes there. But now we should be able to get these connectors on a lot easier since we got enough room to do it. I was hoping I wouldn't have to take them back out, mainly just because I was kind of lazy, but with electrical stuff you can't really skimp on doing it right. Alright, so once you have all the connectors hooked up here, the next thing we got to do is find the power wire that we're going to use for the reverse lights. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is figure out which one of these wires is actually the power wire going down to the reverse light. So I'm going to see if I can do this one-handed. There it is. So the black and pink wire is my power wire right here. So that's the wire I'm going to cut and tap into. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and cut the wire. So make sure your battery's unhooked or you got the key turned off so there's no power coming to it. Just go ahead and unhook it. Then we'll strip the wire. So what I'm going to do is take this white wire. I'm going to use the white for reverse. I think that's the easiest thing to remember. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hook this into these 2 wires so it's all one circuit and run that back down through the hole where I can get to it. Alright, so now I'm going to take this butt connector and I'm going to hook one side in. I'm going to take this wire, hook it in the other side of that butt connector. So now whenever the reverse lights come on, this white wire is going to have power running through it, and that's what's going to go down into the lights. All the wires are going to meet right here, and then the switch I'm going to mount right here on the back. So you'll kind of see how I route all the wires, but from the driver's side it's going to follow the tag light right here. It's going to follow that up and around. It's going to meet in the same place. All the power is going to connect somewhere up in here, and then the ground I'm going to use this bolt right here. So I'm going to run the ground wires for both lights up and through into that bolt. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that, making the wire and harnesses for everything, and get the power wire ran from the battery for the other half of the switch. But we are making some progress. Alright, so now that I got the power coming from the reverse lights, I'm actually going to go ahead and put my switch in its spot. That way I can see how much wire I actually need before I, cut it too short. To just make it easier to run everything right to it. So I'm going to mount the switch right here. So I'm going to get some pliers to tighten that down a little bit better. But that's the spot it's going to be. So one way is going to be the reverse lights, and the other way is going to be on straight from the battery. But it's black, it matches the bumper, it's easy to see, and you're not going to have to worry about anything hitting it right there. Alright, so back under the truck you can see where the power wire came out from that tail light. So I'm going to take the white wire and zip tie it to that plastic grommet right there. I might be able to get it up inside of it. If I can do that, that's definitely what I'm going to do to keep it protected. But it's just going to run right here. I'm going to cut it, get a connector on the end of it, and go ahead and stick it in the back of the switch so that wire will be ready to roll. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to start doing, since I've already got the wire in from the reverse light, is go ahead and start getting the two lights wired together. In order to do that, I'm going to take the white wire, so that's going to let me know that that's the power going into the light from the reverse. And then I'm also going to take the black wire, run those together as the ground, hook them both together in one circuit, and then run them back up right behind the switch as well. Alright, so I got the two sets of wires in the truck ready to go. I got them all nice and wrapped up with some electrical tape. Keep them nice and clean. Make sure nothing scratches them or, shorts them out. So I'm going to get underneath the truck, run the wires over together. I'll show you where they come together and when I hook them up. And that should be pretty much everything we need for the reverse light part of the circuit. Then the last wire I'll have to run is the one straight from the battery all the way to the back to the switch, and we should be done. Alright guys, so I finally got the whole reverse light side of the system done. So I don't have the power cord from the battery hooked up on the bottom of the switch yet, but I do have the top two. So that top white wire right here coming down is the light from the tail light. Then the light going back out is the light that's going, or the wire that's going to both the lights. So you can see right here, I've got both lights. So I've got this is coming from the switch. This one's going to the driver's side. This white one's going across to the passenger side. And then the ground, both wires are coming in. They're crimped together. And then I've got them grounded up there on that body ground. So you can see the whole circuit's complete now. I've got the wires ran up. They're zip tied right here behind where my spare tire would be. I've got it taken down because I can't use it anymore because my 37s are so big. But that's pretty much the whole setup. So that was day one of the install. I've actually got some stuff to do, so I'm gonna have to stop right there. It took me a little bit longer than I actually wanted it to, but that side of the circuit does work. So for you guys, it's not gonna be more than a day, but for me it might be a couple days. So I will be back shortly. What's up guys? So we're back. Finally gonna finish these lights up, get the power wire ran from the battery back to that switch so I can control them both ways. So I'm gonna get all my stuff out, show you guys how to get the wire put together and just run it. So this is probably the easiest step of the whole install, and it's gonna take a couple minutes to do. So that should be it. The wire going from the battery, you're gonna wanna definitely put a fuse in it just to make sure nothing crazy happens whenever you're using it. So I went and got one of these little mini fuse connectors and a pack of mini fuses. So I'm probably gonna put like a 10 amp fuse in it. I don't think those lights are gonna take any more than that. But just take this, hook that up to the battery, and then I got the red wire. I'm gonna run that down under the truck all the way back to the switch, and then we'll get everything hooked up. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect a terminal right here, get that hooked onto the battery, and then back here I'm gonna put one of the insulated plug-ins to put into the switch, and then that's it. All right, so this is what our completed wire looks like. So we've got the hookup that I'm going to put into the battery, the little fuse box, and then it's connected with a butt connector, the heat shrink butt connector. I'm going to run the rest of this wire down to the switch. So here's what I got. So I hooked it into the battery right there. It's pretty ugly. I really need to work on getting like a extra fuse box or something for all my stuff. But there's the fuse, there's the wire running down through there, and there's the ball of wire way down there sitting on the frame. So I'm going to go up underneath it, finish running it to the back, and get it hooked up. Alright, so now you can see I've got the red wire ran all the way down, and then I had to mess around with it to get it up over the gas tank. Ran it around, but it came out right there, so I've got it mounted on my brake line, and then up over the gas tank from the brake line, running across from the frame. There's the ground that I used for the lights themselves. Ran that wire here. I've got it all connected in the same little area that all the other wires are meeting, and then ran right there. So now sitting here behind the bumper, if you ever need to use the switch, so I'm going to leave it down all the time. That's how it works with the reverse lights. But if you flip the switch to the center that's off, flip it all the way up, and now you've got power from the batteries running to these lights. So the reason, again, why I think this is the best place to mount it, the only time you realize you need the lights is when you're already back here working, when you're trying to hook a trailer up, when you're trying to load a trailer, when you're trying to do something like that. Like I say, instead of having to go back in the truck if it's locked or anything, you don't have to worry about fumbling for your keys. You can just walk back here, flip that switch up, and now you've got plenty of light behind your truck. So that is the full install, and I'll show you some shots at night. So you can see that's the stock reverse light. Well, they're not stock, they're LED bulbs I put in, so they're like a projector LED bulb, but they're nice and white. They're brighter than the stock bulbs, but they're still not all that great. And then when I come up to the back of it, I'll flip the switch, which is going to turn them on, and this is going to be like using them for reverse. So now I got all 4 of the lights on. Check that out. So you're talking going from barely seeing out of the driveway to seeing all the way in the neighbor's yard, which is awesome. It makes it so much easier to back up, especially when it's raining outside at night. It's so much clearer and brighter. But you can see, I mean, they're bright. The camera almost can't take it. So that is it for this install video. I hope you guys are enjoying the content, some of the little how-tos and stuff I've been doing in my truck and little stuff like that. But it's a bunch of stuff that I've wanted to do, and I've sort of put it off just because I really wanted to get something going with the YouTube channel or something like that, because I've done so much to this truck. There's so much stuff done under the motor, stuff done to the drivetrain, stuff that I don't have any videos for, that I wish I did have videos for, because I know it's stuff that you guys would want to see. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up if any of that information on how to hook these things up helped you guys out. But again, check us out on Instagram, give us a follow, and we've got a whole lot of good content coming your way. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next one.